Good morning. I hope you guys are having a wonderful start to the day. Yes, I'm a little sleepy. I ended up going out last night with a new boyfriend. Yes. Oh my goodness. And I stayed up later than I thought I would. But I did make it to the inspection on time, and I wanted to get on here and talk to y'all about inspections. So, see the house? The house has been seen. Oh, and you can see the hair on my ears. Oh, Lord. Oh, wait, maybe that's my hair. No, that's ear hair. This camera. Now, if you can see the hair on my ears, it's too much. Okay, sorry. Did not get on here to say that. I got on here to talk about inspections. So, we are in the estates, number one. This house is on a little over 2 acres. I think it's like 2.5. And in the estates, you have a well and septic. I don't think there's any part of the estates, Golden Gate Estates, that's on central water and central sewer. I'm like trying to think. Originally, this area was created to be the woods, and most of it was undeveloped. So if you wanted to live in the estates, you were out there by yourself. For a long time, there was not as much development out here, and that was the mode of processing the sewage and getting water to the property. So some buyers choose to not get all of these systems inspected. I feel like I should get closer to you for this. When you buy a house in Florida, it's your house. If you chose to not do the $2,000 worth of inspections to figure out the physical condition of the property, don't call me in 2 weeks like the air went out. Oh, okay. I make buyers sign a form when they don't want to do inspections that says, you've been informed that you should do inspections, not required. You are deciding not to do inspections on any of the systems. Have y'all seen that video on the guys checking out? And it's like, do you want to donate to save dogs? And he's like, no. And he's like, do you not like dogs? Like, yes.
Okay. Would you like to donate $1 to save a dog? No. Yes. Double negative. Wouldn't. No. Yes. Yes. No. No. Oh God. I think that your machine is not. Got it. I got it. I was just trying to pay for. Yes. True.
So that's how I am when people don't want to do inspections. They're like, oh, they're too expensive. I'm like, well, the house is several $100,000. You know, sometimes I think about why people do what they do. And I'm like, why am I even thinking about why people do what they do? Whatever. So I have them sign the form. They sign the form. They typically call me and they say things. And I'm like, oh, okay. I'll email them the form back that they signed. And the emails that I said, you should probably get this checked out. Back to inspections. Okay, so here we have a great set of buyers that are getting everything checked out. They're getting everything checked out today. And for y'all to know, a lot of these companies like Hughes is going to come out today. So we have a pest inspection today and a well inspection today. The pest inspection is either nominal or free because they want to get your business. They want to get the maintenance business. But at the same time, I only trust a few companies because Yeah. Anyways, I'm not even going to go down that rabbit hole because I'm jumping all over the place today. Y'all are getting 100% deep perspective introspection on my ADHD. And I'm trying to stay on topic, and the timer's running. Okay, so we'll do pest and well today. When the well Pro Water, they're amazing. When Pro Water comes out here, they will go to the well. They get a sample from the well. They get a sample from in the house, and then they send it to the lab. This is a wood frame property, and I really try to avoid wood frame properties. It's Florida. It's so hot and humid. They usually have termites. They do. I hate to be the bearer of bad news and say the T word, but a lot of times they'll have termites. And is it every wood frame home? No, of course not. But do a lot of them down here? Yes. They bloom like around June. So if you're buying property, especially a wood frame house, around June, you'll start seeing the little wings and stuff. I saw one house that was concrete block, but it had termites. And y'all, the sellers or the agent or both tried to hide that they knew about the termites. So we went over to the property because they thought we only had one inspection, and we had multiple inspections. So when we went over, they cleaned up. When we went back with the pest inspector, he found some wings, and I feel like they were like, y'all found wings? How? We cleaned them wings up. You cannot trust any seller down here. I keep telling people, do not trust real estate agents. Don't trust sellers. Do not trust sellers. And if you're an agent, don't trust anybody. So today we have pest. Well, the next inspections are on Monday. We're going to have the whole home inspected on Monday. And then, God, there's one more he's doing. Oh, and septic. He's going to have the septic inspected. This house is in the 90s. Septics usually last like around 40, 50 years. So we'll check and they have to come out and pump it. And they do some other things, which I kind of don't want to know because it just sounds kind of, I have a weak stomach. Oh gosh, let me circle way back to what I was talking about, estates properties. Estates properties have wells and septics. Now, each house has its own water treatment plant, if you will. It's called a water softener or a reverse osmosis or both. So while people say, it's the same thing like for when people are like, oh, this house is not in a flood zone. I'm like, back that on up. All of Florida is a flood zone. All of it. It's either more likely to flood or least likely to flood. The water softener system is a water treatment plant that you have to maintain as a buyer, as an owner. So people will say, oh, there's not a water bill. I'm like, there is a water bill. Just because you have a well doesn't mean you're not paying for the maintenance to treat the water. This water is very sulfuric. So when it comes out of the ground, it smells like rotten eggs. That's why when you smell the irrigation water, it stinks because it hasn't been treated yet. So, but the RO water, the reverse osmosis water, you can drink out of any faucet in the house. It's clean, super, super clean. And I think it's better quality than the central water. So to recap, this is Octavia Harris, Coldwell Banker Realtor, at an inspection. Highly requesting you as a buyer get inspections on your property that you have under contract or that you're purchasing. You want to know the report card for the house. And if you decide not to do it and you get into the house and then it's your house, after it's yours, it's yours. You're buying all the problems with it. So you have an inspection period. Oh, and if an agent tells you to waive the inspection period, waive that agent on out the way. No. I don't care how many people are buying for the property. This is your money. This is your investment. Make sure you're protecting your investment. That's it. Have a great day. Half of this town has got a name for me. Now, done with the inspection. Pest inspection, found termite presence. The well inspection, the water equipment is fucked. There's no other way to say it. It's leaking in 3 places. One of the tubes isn't working. How it's been running is probably going to burn the motor out soon. It's a mess. So, to me, I'm like, this is great news because now we have additional items to negotiate the price further down or repairs. Now, if I were a seller in this situation, just trying to get rid of this house any way I can, I would just give it credit. When you get into repairs, then it has to be re-inspected. So you get into a re-inspection, if they tried to do some cheap repair or something, now you can end up right here on the day of closing and the buyer wants to walk away because it wasn't repaired properly. So those are the 2 kind of like avenues we're going to take. I'm going to recommend we go after a pretty decent credit because that work that needs to be done to the water system is like a big overhaul. One of the things was supposed to be switched out like every 4 years, hasn't been switched out in 11 years. So here we are. Okay, back to Morgan Wallen. So how do you fix it?
Well, depending if it's already been fixed or not, but my thing would be to do this. I would do a drill technique right here. Every 14, 16 inches drill down. Go underneath the slab, load this up with liquid, and then just pop Centricon stations all the way around the house. Those little green stations, just pop those in all the way around the house. Might not even need to do that. My tech might come out here and go, nah man, I just investigated all that. It's completely all, we'll just pop some Centricon stations, one right here, and just keep them going all of them, 10 steps all the way around the house.
Is the structure compromised?
I mean, with subs, you know, they're so aggressive.
Yes.
They're 24/7, you know, so, I mean, it looks to me, visually, as I'm looking at it, it looks like the threat's not there anymore. That's why I'm just really curious if they did something, you know?
But you say that they didn't disclose it.
Okay,
for the pressure tank, I need to go up there and turn on the water. So if you record the pressure switch, it'll click on and off really fast, but it should cycle. So, and that's the drain line, so that's shooting out as well. So,
oh Lord.
that's for the RO. And really, a drain line shouldn't shoot out with that, so that means that there's back pressure on the line, and it should just flow out.
Okay.
It shouldn't be shooting. Just see when you just turned on the water there. So, you can turn it off. Turn it off. See how it just clicks like that, and then turn it on. And it turns on instantly. It should be able to cycle. So that's a 40-60. So that pressure tank is bad. So it should get up to 60 psi, turn off, and then get all the way down to 40 and turn back on. So it should cycle every like 5 minutes instead of like instantly when you use water.
Maybe that has something to do with why.
So you can turn it on. So when there's like just a little bit of water using, like a sink or something, because it'll do. See how it like does that? It just keeps clicking on and off. So that's going to burn up the pump eventually. So that needs to be replaced.
Okay.
And then this filter also needs to be replaced as well. And then this is your, let's see. I was going to say this is your pH test. So it's way low here. So that's your water color. It's at like 5 and it should be at 8 or like between 7.5 and 8.
Oh, so, okay. So maybe not, there's no point to do the bacteria test now. Maybe we should fix this and then do it?
Yeah, well, this wouldn't get rid of like
Bacteria.
And like a bacteria is that. So they have an ozone in here, and this should be like hanging up just like this, and then this should be, which it's in the tank, but it's not even on because this generates ozone.
Yeah.
Which then bubbles and cleans the tank and then brings bacteria out of it.
So we just got some problems going on.
Yeah, we got a lot of problems going
okay.
on. So,
Thank you so much.
But yeah.
Oh. Do you want to say something else?
We could do the bacteria test because it would still be present in there.
Okay.
And then if